Hi, my name is Rachel Fagan, and I am a Master Certified Life Coach and owner of Inspired Evolution LLC in Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk a little bit about the one thing that so many people overlook when they are trying to make some improvement to their lives. So it is that time of the year where so many people are attempting to make changes in their lives for the better. There are so many resources readily available with a simple internet search that provide tips and advice for adding more shoulds, more good habits to your life. And while these may be really great intentions, and I spoke about intentions, setting a word for intention in another video, there is one component that tends to make or break the success of implementing these intentions that frequently gets overlooked. And that is whether or not you actually have the capacity to take on anything else. So there's a reason why so many New Year's resolutions are abandoned, and it's largely because people take on more than they can realistically and sustainably handle. So many of us are already spread super thin, and we're already in mental overload, not to mention we've overcommitted and we're already drained. And most days, the thought of adding anything extra, no matter how good it may be for us, is daunting. So, what happens come January when the ball drops? Why do so many people jump in way over their heads come January 1st? I'm sure that there are a wide variety of reasons, but I cannot help but think that many of us really get caught up in the elevated spirits of the holiday season and just ride that wave on into the new year. For many people, the holidays are a great time to recharge. Maybe we get a few days off of work to spend however we want. Maybe we get to catch up on rest and relaxation or have time to revisit a hobby that we don't usually have time for. Maybe we get to reconnect with friends and family. And oftentimes, these special holiday things refill our cups and we start to feel happier or recharged or rejuvenated and more capable and confident in our ability to handle more shoulds. And so we make a promise to ourselves to take on just this one more little thing, for me. And it's going to be awesome and make everything so much better. And then we end up going back to the same environments where we created our not so wonderful habits in the first place. But this time we expect a different outcome, and it makes no sense. So the truth is, most of us cannot create a new reality from the same space that we created our current reality. No, if you want to change, then you have to change something: your mindset, your beliefs, your strategy, your environment, your boundaries, or your system. And unfortunately, for many of us who are already functioning at max capacity, adding another should is just setting ourselves up for an unsustainable system that's doomed to buckle. So maybe the best thing you can do for yourself this year is to let go of the things that don't serve you, the things that hold you back, that keep you small, that drain your energy, that jeopardize your health. Maybe it's not about adding more tasks or habits or shoulds to our lives, but rather clearing the clutter, the shouldn'ts in our lives in order to make room for the better. And I think this is where the whole work smarter, not harder thing really comes into play. So, where do you start? It's probably safe to say that we all have at least one self sabotaging tendency. Even people who are on this personal growth journey and self improvement journey and have been on it for a long time, I would dare to say it's a never ending process. You're always working on yourself. So I would dare to say that you have at least one self sabotaging tendency. However, some are more tangible than others. Maybe it's a toxic relationship or situation or environment. Maybe it's a guilty pleasure that might make you feel good in the moment, but ultimately causes more problems in the long run. Or maybe it's something that's not so obvious, such as a damaging emotion like jealousy or resentment. Or maybe it's a pessimistic mindset. Um, it could be certain types of thoughts, behaviors, or feelings that just no longer serve you. And I would encourage you to try to really get honest with yourself and uncover how this thought or this behavior or feeling served you at some point and acknowledge that so that you can more effectively let it go. Because even if it was a result of being projected onto you, You adopted it for yourself for a reason somewhere along the way. So, whatever it is for you, start with one thing and commit to removing it as best as you can from your life. Making a change like this, I have to caution you though, is rarely a flawless process. Usually it's pretty messy. So remember to forgive yourself and pick yourself back up if you stumble along the way. You want to strive for perfection, but at the end of the day, celebrate your progress. Remember, sometimes less is more. Good luck.